Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and I'm going to do a reading. This is going to be a little bit of a different reading, and I don't know why. The energies, look at my sage. The energies are incredibly strange right now. I don't know. It feels like something's about to happen. You know how you get that feeling that something's going to change, like dramatically, not like a small change, like, normal everyday experiences, but this feels like just a massive, unexpected, unplanned for, unprepared for shift. So if any of you are feeling the same kind of energy, I have talked to my spiritual friends or people that are on the Ascension path that are really in touch. It just feels that there is something very different in the energies, and we're all kind of experiencing the same thing. And there's a feel of trying to get prepared, taking precautions to get prepared for something, but it feels like the preparations are going to not be relevant. So it feels like everybody that I have talked to feels like they're taking steps to prepare, just having everything in order, getting their ducks in a row. And it just feels like there's going to be something coming in that is going to require much more focus. And I don't know what it is. So if you're feeling some of this energy, please share in the comments what you're feeling. It just feels like, you know how the fog rolls in? It feels like that's what's happening, that there's this energy, and it's not like a tower moment where it just, bam, and it's here. It's like a fog rolling in, and you feel it. It's just a whole different vibration. It's very strange energy. I did take yesterday off to try and meditate, and I just grounded and took some downtime to help do some clearing so that I could read it accurately, and I can't pinpoint what it is that's very different. It feels like a huge shift. Don't know. So if you have any insight on that as to what's going on in the planets, I know that planets are coming direct after being retrograde, but it's a strange, strange feeling. Just a strange, it's not unsettling. It's not an unsettled feeling. It's like whatever is coming is destiny. But it doesn't feel like it's specific to me. It feels like a collective thing, and I don't know how to explain it because I'm not really good at that. But all right, so let's get started on this reading. It feels like it's going to impact divine feminines. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what to say. It's just a strange feeling. So I'm going to ask in this reading for us to figure out what we're going through. So I've changed some decks. So used those other decks for a while, so they needed to be put up. And so I'm going to be using the Quantum Oracle, the Divine Feminine. This deck, the last time I was doing a reading, I kept feeling like I needed to pull this out. So I didn't during the reading, so I did it now. This is the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, which is this one, and I'm still using the Shadowscapes. And remember, no reversals on that one, and then my Crystal Visions. So I'm going to start with this energy. I do not know. This is the Quantum Oracle. Let's see what's going on in this energy shift. Fear. It's a 5 card. Energy. Fear. Your first impulse is to fear this, because it is looming. It's like, see how I was saying like the fog was rolling in? It's rolling in she's got her back to the wind. Change is coming. loss. This is an event card. This is loss. What I'm hearing is it's the loss of a way of thinking. This is almost like the Two of Wands, but look how he's tied. He can't go. So something is being left behind. There's a fear of being left behind. Twos are decisions. Somebody is fearing that a decision that they are making is going to get them left behind in this new energy coming in. Let's see what this is about. Actually, they said don't move. Put them here. It's almost like keep your hearts protecting. Don't know. Four of Wands. So something that's coming in, the energy coming in is very stable, happy. Feels this is a union card for twins for me. Not only is the Three of Cups, but this is a stability in the union. Remember, I always talk about sustainable union. This is sustainable union for me. What is this energy about? There's the Eight of Cups, and it came out in the challenge position. This is definitely regarding your spirituality. You may be questioning some things. It's going to challenge your, it may be some triggering, some clearing of some fear of loss. There's the Ten of Wands. Heavy energy. Eight of Wands. Movement. So it feels like clearing of some heavy energy. Three of Swords. This fear and loss, the pain of this fear and loss, you're going to be clearing to bring in the sustainable union. Oh, okay, I think I get it. Three of Pentacles. Two threes there. Okay, let me pull another card and then let's see if I can put it all together. Four of Cups. This reading is for somebody who is fearing, who is in the energy of fear. The fear of losing their twin to somebody else. And they can't be in that energy anymore. It's becoming, it's blocking their spiritual ascension. So they need to release. There's the Queen of Pentacles. They need to release this. See that blowing them away to the wind? Yeah, so whoever this reading is for is struggling currently with this fear of losing their divine counterpart to someone else. And they feel like that the counterpart is disinterested in being in this connection anymore. And it is weighing very heavily on them, this fear and this loss, and that's what has to be released in order to bring in this stability and this unity within. It's the Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Yep. To me, that feels as though, feels like this is a divine feminine who is terrified that her divine masculine is not going to choose her. Going to choose the karmic. And that weight, that heavy energy is keeping her from ascending. It needs to be released. Let's see if I can get some more information about it. That's really not what I expected in this reading, to be honest. This may be for divine feminines that are not in union with their twin. Who are anticipating a physical union, and their twin has found either is staying with the karmic or is entered another relationship. And she's afraid that this has just been all, she's been kind of waiting, but she feels like he's not going to choose her. She may have given him an ultimatum. Page of Cups. There's the ultimatum. If you love me. Three of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, see how it flew up here? This is what needs to be released. The pain of this. The fear itself is the pain. Two of Wands. You have to make this decision, but you haven't made this decision to release this. You are, whoever this is for, and it may be for the collective, Knight of Swords, yeah. It's like you're afraid to let go of the pain. Because it keeps you in this indecision. It keeps you from having to make a decision about walking away. Anything else? Strength and Page of Swords. It feels as though you have received a message, and through this message, it feels like this Knight of Swords energy is, something happened very fast and it caught you off guard. You didn't see it coming. It was sharp. It was like you saw it on social media. That he's either interested or is seeing someone else. And that kind of, you had to have a lot of strength to deal with that. Three of Wands underneath. This is interesting. This is not really what I expected this reading to be. Okay, so we're going to go over on this side. I don't know why I do readings like that. I honestly don't. I really don't plan it. I'm going to shuffle one more time. I was interested in kind of what's coming in, this kind of energy, but my reading kind of got hijacked by a message. Status quo, 2. This is a cycle. Status quo, there's comfort in the status quo, but change is coming. Taking steps. This is for intention. Okay, you're going to have to take steps out of the status quo. Because there's something bigger and brighter ahead. Seven of Pentacles. This is going to feel like you're activating a cycle of work. Time to do some work, some inner work, some outer work. And it feels to me like what he has done here is prepared. He's planted, he's done everything he needs to do, and now he just needs to wait. It's like you do everything you need to do to feel like you're caught up. There's the union energies in the challenge position. It has not come into that energy. It feels as though you need to do everything you need to do in order to just, there's the King of Cups in reverse. So somebody's very wanting to express something here. Maybe over emotional. There's a Fool card. This is taking steps. This is the first step in a new journey, a new part of this journey. But when this King of Cups speaks his emotions, there's the Eight of Cups. We have those in this here in the challenge position. This may make you question your spiritual journey. Here we have the Eight of Wands in reverse, where it's upright here. Right under this. Let me pull another card. Ah, the Sun card. Kind of cross that. I'm going to leave it there. That's what feels right. One more card, please. There it is. There's the Queen of... Oh, nope, Justice. Wow, this is interesting. Okay, so this feels like the status quo. Everything is done. Everything is... You've kind of taken care of everything in your life. You've done all your preparations for the incoming energy because you're going to be starting a new journey. But that's not going to happen until this King of Cups communicates. And what I think he needs to communicate is the fact that he's feeling this spiritual connection. But he doesn't know how to say it. And therefore, things can't really move forward. Because he's comfortable in the status quo right now. There's the Page of Swords again. Let's pull some more cards over here. So, if these two messages are linked, which wasn't my intention really with this reading, to be truly honest, if these two messages are linked, this Divine Feminine is fearful that her Divine Masculine is going to choose someone else, but he's fearful that he's going to lose the Divine Feminine because he doesn't know how to speak his truth. He doesn't know how to start this next step of the journey. He's afraid to leave the status quo. Eight of Swords. Feels trapped in the status quo. Absolutely. Anything else? Let's see. The Lovers. Definitely feels this connection, but it unnerves him a little bit. Here's the Moon card. So he's not revealing his true feelings. And the Divine Feminine is making an assumption that he's going to move on with another relationship. And he may do that in order to maintain the status quo. Here's the Four of Swords. Because he just is having a difficult time understanding and getting his head around this journey. Any other messages, please? Just like, give me something a little more general. Death. This is the energy rolling in. This death energy is going to shake up this situation and the world. That's it. So what I'm feeling for the Divine Feminine collective is that Divine Feminines right now are kind of in fear. And part of their fear is the Divine... It's been so long before the Divine Masculine they have come into any kind of union that she's almost giving up hope. She's like, maybe I was just wrong about this whole thing, and, you know, he's going to move on into another relationship, and I'm going to be left questioning whether or not I was truly on this twin path or what. I'm starting to lose faith in my faith. She's been watching his Facebook or social media, whatever you use, and she's seeing things that make her jump to the conclusion that he's going to remain trapped in his situation, and she can't move on. They can't move on. She feels the stuck energy. And then he's like comfortable in the status quo because it's comfortable and stable, but he feels as though he needs to move forward. He feels this connection, but he doesn't even know how to put it into words. He's stumbling through that. This taking steps in this fool. It's just like he doesn't know how to even begin to express what he feels as far as this connection. But death in the world, that is your shake, rattle, and roll. Where the status quo is concerned. Justice, again, 2 justice cards. This time it's in the upright. Something's gonna happen. And like I said, it's not like the Tower, where it's just like, you know, lightning strikes and boom, there it is. But something is going to happen that is going to shift this energy. That's what's coming. Well, the reading did do as I asked. My intention. That's what's coming. The death in the world. It's going to rock the status quo. And it's going to illuminate a lot. Whatever has been hidden, kind of emotionally hidden, is going to come to the surface soon. Chariot. There's no hiding this anymore. Yeah, Judgment. I told you soon. And the World again. Yeah. This whole thing is going to, it's like, it's just going to open up. The Divine Masculine feels fear of the loss of the status quo because that's his stability. There's the 10 of Pentacles. That's stability, isn't it? All right, so I'm going to pull some Divine Feminine Oracle cards. Because as a Divine Feminine, I do feel like this is exactly the energy that I was feeling. Now that it resonates with me, this feels like exactly what's going to happen. And I said it was for the collective, and this is for the collective. It's like there's no going back. Once this happens, it's like the shift happens, and then there's no going back. There's no way to retrace your steps and go back to the status quo. That is going to be lost. The status quo is going to be over and done with. It will be a whole new world in the perception of the twins. Let's see what the Divine Feminine. The Enlightened Feminine. I saw that in the pre-shuffle. My gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. Well, I can definitely tell you my intuition is screaming that there is going to be a shift and the status quo is going to be rocked. And I'm just reading it. I'm sorry, but Our Lady of the Interior Life. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. Stay in that vibration of unconditional love if you can get there. If not, do some more clearing work. Whatever is coming is shifting. I can feel it in the back of my spine. Something is about to shift. And this is a major shift. It's not a tower. It's like the veil is lifted. Like the fog clears and all of a sudden you see something that you didn't understand. There's clarity. It's not foggy anymore. It's like the wisdom and the connection are just exposed for everybody to see. I mean, this is like taking my breath away. I'm just telling you, and you know me, I'm not usually like this. The joy-permeated mother. I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. This feels like the divine feminine is going to be revealed as divine feminine to the divine masculine, and the world will never be the same for the twins in this collective. I'm going to pull one more quantum oracle, the quantum energy. So if you're having any kind of intuitive feeling that's really powerful, please share in the comments section what your feeling is going on. Family, people. This feels like almost like a 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups card. True love. Be in the energy of that unconditional love. Oh my. The sacred temple. The angels of 4 directions, and the decrease. The cycle, the spirit, and the spirit. It feels as though the divine angels are starting to prepare the temple, the sacred temple for the twin energy. I don't know what this decrease is about. It says read the book, so let's read the book. Cycle. Sorry, this is a convoluted one. I'll be honest, this is not what I intended when I did this reading, but now it's starting to explain itself. And crystal clear water drips through a woman's cupped hands, value slipping away. Upright, this card can reveal a period of real or emotional restriction. There may be a loss, there's the loss of money or a need for greater expenditure than previously expected. There could be some personal reduction as well, such as a child going off to school, that would explain the family card, to college or getting married or moving away. In its most extreme state, decreased upright can be the severing of a relationship or the loss of a job. Don't panic. The externals may be changing, but you still hold the power of your responses. Let yourself go inward and regroup. This is a time to let go, choose trust, and regain your strength. All systems, including nature and economy, have a time of reduction, a necessary period to gather strength for time of transformation and expansion to come. This is true for you. Move through this time with conscious awareness. Your inner and outer action now will create an energetic shift, one that will carry you through the joyous expansion yet to come. Okay, so that explains it. There is definitely a shift coming. And right now, remember when I said just kind of get your ducks in a row? Because this is going to change your status quo, and some things will result in a loss. But it feels like the angels are helping guide this shift, because this sacred temple card to me just feels like this is where the divine energy of the collective twins is going to accumulate. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helps. Namaste.